Okay, so today we're going to be talking about our subgenres and our ideas about what subgenre we're going to base our horror trailer on. So, tell me your initial thoughts.
Psychological horror.
Okay, so with psychological horror, we can link that to ghosts and paranormal things.
And humans.
And humans as well.
Unstable humans.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is really
Paranormal.
paranormal. I'll edit that. Okay. So, things like ghosts and paranormal things, as well as sometimes unstable humans, is really popular in the horror movie industry right now. So, psychological horror would be better. And also, based on our research we did, especially on Twitter when we conducted polls, a lot of people, well, the majority of people said that they preferred psychological horror. Yeah. So, we also had other ideas such as social media. And that links to the theory of moral panic. So that's Cohen's theory.
Yes.
Would you like to come and explain why we found this would be a good idea?
Sure. We thought social media would be a good idea because it is very prominent in today's society and it's what everyone kind of surrounds their life around now. So if something goes wrong with that, people get worried, people panic, and yeah.
So we also did look at like how people felt about blood and gore and things in the what's that in torture, yes. So torture porn is what we were thinking about as well, because you don't actually get a lot of films like that lately. I think most recently it's just like the Saw franchise, which has kind of been based all around that, and then there's the other ones like the Human Centipede, but I feel like they're really hit and miss with those kind of films.
They really
Yeah.
Okay, and following on from that with like the torture porn and blood, nowadays people are more desensitized to that because horror's been through that phase. Like, it was a massive thing, and now it's common to see it on TV and film, so people are used to it, and it doesn't really scare that much anymore.
Now I'm going to talk about monsters.
Speak up.
People are desensitized because the poll said that not many people they found monsters scary, so they don't find them scary anymore because monsters have been used so much in film. For example, vampires. They've been romanticized in films such as Twilight, Buffy the Vampire, and An Interview with a Vampire. Especially Twilight, because they've actually been seen out to be heroes, so they are absolutely no longer scary. And yeah, we don't really,
And on the polls as well, monsters were always like the lowest for
no one's
what people find scary.
I feel like with the polls, it was mostly our generation.
Yeah.
And it's not
For our target
It's not
audience
scary.
as well.
Due to like moral panics and what's happening in the world, unstable humans are the most scary because you're hearing about these crimes, these murders more and more in media, and it spreads quicker. You don't hear anything about monsters, you don't hear anything about vampires. People are also no longer scared of zombies as well.
Yeah, we found that from our polls. They were like also low on
which
the,
used to be seen as very scary for films like Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later.
And also like World War Z that came out when like
Ebola came out, and that was a moral panic.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing a lot of connections to moral panics and ghost and paranormal activities, and this also has to do with religion.
Oh yeah. I feel like because religion's kind of like a safe space for people.
Yeah.
That when it kind of gets intruded with things like ghosts and paranormal things, then it becomes scary for people.
Also in present day with like terrorism and stuff supposedly being linked to religion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
exactly.
the more panic. Yeah.
So this is what social media and paranormal is what, and unstable humour is what we're finding a close connection to.
Yeah.
So I think we found our subgenre.
Yes.
Yay!
Psychological horror.
Yay!